it started about 5 years ago now and came from initially a family conversation about what we could do to give back even more. And we had this idea to create an event that we could make memorable for family members, people of all ages, and we wanted to keep it cancer research related. And I think the Ride and Walk has accomplished that. We get a lot of people here, families, children, adults, survivors, scientists, and I think that's what's the most important part is that everybody can find an activity to do, and it's memorable because everybody can relate to it. As time has gone on, there's been more and more family members that are very close to me that have been impacted by cancer, so that definitely keeps my motivation going, but I'm not the only one. Most people are impacted by cancer research, so I know that there's going to be a following for this, and that's what really keeps me going, and I think that's what keeps the event going and making it more and more successful every year. So Damon Runyon is very impressive. They're the top echelon of cancer researchers worldwide, and they promise that 100% of the money that they're giving to research, that they receive, that is going to the research, and that is not the norm. So they've really separated themselves from the pack, and that's who we want to support 100%. Their scientists are researching the bold ideas, so that kind of goes along with what the family business mentality is very entrepreneurial, so there's a lot of similarities. And I think it's a natural connection and a natural partnership that we're very, very happy to support. I think what inspires me the most is when afterwards people say, I'm going to be back next year. I came with my children, I came with my family, we were walking for this family member. And that's what's going to keep it growing, because the more people that we get here, every year they say, I'm going to bring more people next year. And every person that has come here is always like, wow, I wish that more people know about this. I wish that we could get this to grow, and I'm going to be back next year. So that's exactly what you want to hear when you're trying to grow an event. So as of right now, we're close to $300,000, and we still have other offices, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, Florida, that are still fundraising. So this year's goal was to get us over $500,000. I'm confident that we're going to do that between selling our raffle tickets and then also the community fundraising events that all of our offices put on. Those have been very successful, so I think by the end of this year we're gonna be at a great number. It's wonderful to see the agents and their managers come together and embrace the idea of fundraising within their own community, because that's also going to be very successful. So, these office events are getting bigger and bigger every year. New agents are joining and they want to get involved. New managers are joining and they want to make the event bigger than it was last year, and that's exactly what we want to see. So today I rode 12 miles for my mother-in-law, Candy Raveis, who's battled cancer now for 5 years, but also my 36-year-old sister-in-law, Jen, who was diagnosed with a very aggressive form of breast cancer about 15 months ago now. And from the beginning of this event, there's just been more and more people close to me that have been impacted, and our family is no different, and that's what keeps this event growing every year. So although the event was today, fundraising for the Raveis Ride and Walk does continue all the way through the end of October. And so the more money that we raise, the more research and the more scientists that we're able to fund. And then the company does continue to raise funds through the end of November through our raffle tickets and also our community fundraising events with their agents in our offices.